I like moving my fingers, I guess. I've journaled since I was like 14, so like I've written many pages of text, and I've also been drawing for a long time. So like I started painting after I finished university, and I find that like the alphabet, learning how to do curves and all that, is like transferable of a skill. You know how to use your hand making all kinds of fine curves. It's also artistic skill, but it's also language, so they're both tied in together for me. I've done a little bit of work in every grade level and age. I taught a summer camp in the States there for a summer, so like I had like 300 kids and like did projects all summer, like clay work and candle making, rocketry, and painting. Painting's just one little piece of the art, and writing, but I've done a little bit of work tutoring and marketing and stuff all university, high school. This painting here is like a polar projection of the Earth. So we have the North Pole here at the center, and then we've taken the South Pole and peeled it up, so it takes up the whole perimeter. So it causes a stretching motion of the like Australia is really more like a boomerang. It's stretched out. Here Africa looks fat too at the bottom. And then I did this history of the alphabet, starting with earlier forms. That's the same 22 letters each time going around, getting more modern. So we have Hebrew here, and then Greek, and then Latin alphabet. So like anytime a letter is introduced, it's coming in further out here in older forms closer to the center. Same with this one here. I've done the same except for ancient forms down here in the roots of the structure of the tree, and then Hebrew, Greek, English, and QWERTY.
I think what I enjoy most about it is just simply the way the students respond to it. I think it really is one of those courses that can impact a student's life, not just this year as a course, but also for the rest of their lives. Be healthier and happier. I started doing it as part of an exercise program that I was doing myself, and Mr. Howe suggested that when he was retiring, I should be certified so I could complete the course that he started. I've done some private instruction with adults, and I've done a couple of workshops with kindergarten students, elementary school students, things like that, but mostly just high school students. With the younger kids, it's more about trying as many things as we can, as fast as we can. With the older clients that I've had, it's the confidence level. A lot of adults don't feel that they can do it. So it's to build up their confidence, to let them know that everybody can take part in yoga.
It was fun. The kids seem to enjoy it. I'm going to take my yoga teacher training within the next few years.
I'm excited. This is the first time that I have actually given kids programming and coding things. So it's interesting to see the reaction, especially at this level.
The first time that this workshop has been at Heritage Fair.
This particular one, we've done it for the last. I think I've done it the last 3 years.
Okay.
So we've done some sort of form of technology with them.
Being interested?
Yeah, they really liked it. This last group they did it all three. They did a 3 rotation and they really liked it.
I did it on soldiers after the
the First World War. So basically their mental health afterwards, their physical health, the economic situation here in Canada after the war. I also spoke about common mental illnesses like post-traumatic stress disorder, which during that time was known as shell shock, because people thought that it was due to artillery, but it was soon discovered after that in other people who worked within the war that had no had no exposure to artillery, and now it's known as post-traumatic stress disorder, which is basically anxiety after physical danger has passed. So it could happen in any situation, whether it be kidnapping or anything like that.
He went down to Mount Allison University, and that was only when he was 15. Pretty smart guy. Yeah, and he got law bachelors, like bachelor arts, bachelors of law, all of them. And then later on in 1946, he created the actual draft of the human rights. And then the UN there said, hey, we could use that and make that law. So now they're trying to avoid bullying and racism. What I like about the Heritage Fair is that, like, practically you get to express how people, like, what they've done and what they've, like, accomplished. So there's a lot of things that this guy here has done. I've been working on this thing here for about 3 months.
Heritage Fair is pretty fun because, like, it's fun just like getting a project together and working on it and stuff. This is our second year being partners and our second year coming to regional. Our model, it took like 3 days, and then it took like 6 days in total.
Yeah, it's on my great uncle, Earl Rice. He used to play hockey and softball.
Oh, really?
He started playing hockey and softball in 1972, and he was placed in the New Brunswick Hall of Fame for both of his sports. In 2004 it was for softball. In 2008 it was for his hockey team, the St. John Mooseheads. And he used to play softball in the summer, and he used to help coach the girls softball team and the upcoming umpires. And they went in 1972, their first year with Earl as their coach, into the 1972-1973 Party Cup, and they won a second place.
I think for our students, it allows a chance for the community and the students to come together, and for the students to be evaluated and to present information to people other than their regular classroom teachers. In some cases they prepare a little bit more thoroughly for that situation. I also think that it's a fabulous way for a little bit of enrichment, because there are those students who push themselves above and beyond, and this allows for those students who want to do more than complete the regular course. They want to give themselves an additional challenge.